class, and today we are doing lesson 4.4, multiply mixed numbers. So let's take a look at this first problem. The eyeball of a giant squid is about 12 times as large as a human eyeball. The average human eyeball is 1 1/4 inches. So I want to find how big the eyeball of a giant squid is. So if I want to find this out, I'm going to be multiplying because it says the word 12 times as large. So I'm multiplying 12 times 1 1/4. But what is the one rule when multiplying numbers that contain fractions? What do they all have to be? Do we know? Yes, Emma? So yes, as Lennox and Emma said, they have to both be fractions. They must always be fractions. So let's see, for the first one, Marquis, what is 12 as a fraction? Perfect. As a fraction, it is 12 over 1. The other one, this is not a fraction. It's a mixed number. It has to be an improper fraction. We have to make this into a fraction of any kind, okay? So we have to make this into a fraction. Lennox, can you remind me how we make things into an improper fraction from a mixed number?
So what you have to do is you have to know what the denominator is, I think.
Yeah.
And you have to add it to the top.
So we're very close there. What we do is we multiply our big number, our integer, by the denominator. 1 times 4, show me on your fingers. 1 times 4 is? Yes. Then we add that to the numerator. So we have 4, let's add that to the numerator. Show me on your fingers. What is that gonna be? Yes, we're gonna get 5. And then our denominator stays the same. Then we can multiply. But I always want to cross cancel first. 5 and 1, nodding our heads or shaking our heads. Can I cancel anything out there? Can I make them smaller? No. If it's a 1, it's already as small as it can be. What about 12 and 4? Can I do something to make those smaller? Yeah, I can make those smaller. Let's see, Damar, what are they both divisible by? So in the chat, what we had is we got Jaden, Emma, Lennox, Leor, Gabriella, and they got it correct. They're both divisible by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And then all I do is across multiply. 3 times 5 is 15. 1 times 1 is 1. So I get my answer to be 15. In the chat, we also had Harut answer that. Alina answer that. Angeline answered it, but she didn't simplify because she never cross-cancels beforehand. Jade got it correct. So excellent, you guys. Great job. So let's look at this. 2.5 times 1/4. 1/4 is already set up. 1/4 is already set up. We don't need to make that into a fraction. It's already a fraction. It's already a fraction. But I have to make 2 1/2 into a fraction. I want you to write it in the chat. Jaden, what is 2.5 as an improper fraction? So as Jaden said, we take our big number, our integer, it's 2, times the denominator. Times 2 is 4. We add that to our numerator. 1 plus 4 is 5. And our denominator stays the same. Nodding our head or shaking our head. Can I cross cancel anything? Nodding our head or shaking our head? Nah, I can't cross cancel anything. Here, there's already a 1. Nothing I can do. 4 and 5, not divisible by the same thing. So I just across multiply. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 4 is 8. So I get 5/8 as my answer. Harut wrote that in the chat too, which is awesome. So I want you guys to do these ones, okay? So do I need to change in this first one? Do I need to change the 1/3? What do we think? Do I need to change the 1/3? And no, I don't have to change it to make it a fraction. It's already its own fraction. Do I have to change the 1 3/4 though? Yes, I have to change the 1 3/4. So I have to change that 1 3/4. keep our multiply. We already know our denominator is going to be 4. Our integer times our denominator, 1 times 4 is 4. Plus the numerator gives me 4 plus 3 is 7. Nodding our head or shaking our head. Is there anything I can cross cancel? Nodding our head or shaking our head. No, there's nothing we can cross cancel. So then we just cross multiply. 1 times 7 is 7. 3 times 4 is 12. So I get my answer to be 7/12. Excellent. In the chat, we had Harut who wrote it, Lior wrote it, Alina wrote it, and Jamal wrote it, which is awesome. So as we know from before, we know that 1/3 is already just its own fraction. I don't need to do anything to it. But I have to make 5 1/2 a fraction. I know my denominator stays the same, so I'm automatically just going to put that. And then I have to figure out what goes on the top of it. What goes on the top. So when we do this, 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. I get 11 halves times 1/3. Can I cross cancel anything? Yes or no? No, no cross canceling, no cross canceling. So just cross multiplying. I multiply 11 times 1 is 11. 2 times 3 is 6. But now, this number is an improper fraction still. I need to make it into a mixed number. Remember, we follow Price is Right rules here with this. How many times on your fingers can 6 fit into 11 without going over? Yeah, it can only go in 1 time. So our big number is going to be 1. Again, denominator always stays the same. So 1 times 6, how many times it fit is 6. So I'm going to take that away from the top. Just like when we did the other way, how we multiplied and then added, here essentially we're dividing and then subtracting. So we're going to do 11 minus 6. Show me on your fingers. What is 11 minus 6? Yeah, we get 5. So these things, 1 and 5/6, which is the same as 11/6. But writing it as a mixed number is what we like. What about these ones? So I want you to practice these two, okay? You guys are doing well in the chat. You guys are doing excellent. So we already know 2/3 we don't need to change. 2 1/2, we already did that. But 2 times 2 is 4. Plus the 1 gives us 5, and our denominator stays the same. Nodding our head or shaking our head. Can I cross cancel anything here? Can I cross cancel? Yes. What can I cross cancel, Clara?
Sorry, I wasn't letting me unmute, but you can cross cancel both of the 2's.
Yes, both of the 2's. They're both divisible by 2. We get 1 and 1. Now all I need to do is cross multiply. 5 times 1 is 5. 3 times 1 is 3. Whoop, whoop. But then we need to make this into a mixed number. So Jaden, how many times does 3 fit into 5 without going over?
1 time.
That's our new big number. Our denominator stays the same. And I'm going to take away however many times 3 went into 5. So 5 minus 3, that 1 time 3 fit in. What is 5 minus 3?
2.
So as a mixed number, that's our answer. That is the same thing as that, just written as a mixed number. So exactly, we had so many of you guys in the chat that got it correct. Let's see. Lennox got it correct. Harut got it as a mixed number first too. Clara got it correct both. Gabriella got it correct. We got Lior got it correct. We have a lot of them, they got it correct. Let's do the second one again. 3/8. So I need to make this into an improper fraction. I need to make the second one into an improper fraction. So let's see. Edson, work with me together on this, Edson. We take our big number times our denominator. What is 3 times 3, Edson? Oh, he's not here. So Alexandria, what is it?
9.
9. Then we add it to that one. And what do we get then? Perfect. So we get 9 plus 1 is 10, and our denominator stays the same. Can I cross cancel anything? Can I cross cancel anything? Yes, I can cross cancel something. Lior, tell me one thing I can cross cancel. Ooh, the 8 and the 10. What are they both divisible by, Lior? 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Ben, can I cross cancel anything else, Ben? Perfect, the 3s. They are both divisible by 3. We get 1 and 1. Then I just cross multiply. I get 1 times 5 is 5. 4 times 1 is 4. But I have to make this into a mixed number. Emil, I have a question. How many times does 4 go into 5? So perfect, it's 1. Our new big number is 1. Our denominator stays the same. So then what I did is I take away the 4, which was how many times it fit in. 5 minus 4 is 1. So for this exact thing, 5, as I'm writing it wrong, 5/4 is the same as 1 and 1/4. Uh-oh. Now we have to make both of these into improper fractions. So I want you to write them as improper fractions. So the first things I always know that I can just keep myself is my denominators stay the same. So I can just automatically put that there so I don't forget it. The denominators never change. But now I need to figure it out. So let's see. I would like to call on Antonio. Antonio, let's turn 1 7/8 into an improper fraction for me. So what is the first step, Antonio? Then Samantha, what do we do?
So you multiply 1 and 8 and add 7.
Perfect. So what do we get? 1 times 8 is 8 plus 7 gives us?
15.
Excellent. And then what about this second one then? Alexandria, 3 1/3. What is that as a improper fraction? Jaden, what is it as an improper fraction? 3, what is it?
10.
Perfect, 10/3. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Excellent. Hey, we can cross cancel some stuff. We can cross cancel. Anna Jolene, give me something I can cross cancel. Give me one thing.
You can cross cancel 15 and 3 and 8 and 10.
Yeah, so 15 and 3, I cross cancel them. What do I get when I cross cancel?
For 15 you get 5, and for 3 you get 1.
Excellent. They're both divisible by 3. Nathan, she also said that we can cross cancel 8 and 10. What are they both divisible by? 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now that I know that I've simplified it all the way, I just across multiply. 5 times 5 is 25. 4 times 1 is 4. Now we have it hard. Let's see. Alina, how many times does 4 go into 25 without going over?
6.
Yes, it goes in 6 times. Our denominator stays the same. And what was 4 times 6 again?
24.
Perfect. So we take 24 away from the numerator. 25 minus 24 is 1. We get 1 6/4. Let's make these into improper fractions. I already know my denominators stay the same. So let's see. Emma, what is 4 1/2 as an improper fraction? Yes, 9/2. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Let me see. Oslin, what is 2 2/3 as an improper fraction? Perfect, 8/3. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8. Hey, we can cross cancel some stuff. We can get rid of some things. We can cross cancel. Harut, what can we cross cancel? Give me one thing we can cross cancel.
all of them.
What's one of them and tell me to cross cancel it? Give me one pair. 9 and 3. What does the 9 become?
The 9 becomes a 3, and the 3 becomes 1.
Perfect. Let me see, Tatiana. What else can I cross cancel?
You could cross cancel the 2 and the 8.
Perfect. What are they both divisible by?
They're both divisible by 2.
Perfect. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. We already knew we simplified it. There's nothing we can simplify, so we across multiply. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 1 is 1. So our answer is 12. Excellent. So we got that in the chat. We got Harut, Alina who got it, Clara got it. So excellent, you guys. Let's look at this one. Mr. Wilkins is laying bricks to make a rectangular patio. The area he is covering with bricks is 15.5 feet by 9 3/4 feet. What is the area of the patio? Who can remind me how we find area? How do we find area? Who would like to raise their hand and tell me how we find area? Jack.
Length times width.
Length times width.
The formula is L times W equals A.
Yes. Length times width is area. Just as a side note, does it matter which one we choose as length and which one we choose as width? Nah, it doesn't matter. Typically, we like to make the bigger one the length, but it doesn't matter. We're multiplying. Remember the properties, the commutative property, where it doesn't matter what order we multiply in? So we want to multiply 15.5 times 9 3/4. So I got to make them into improper fractions. I know that the 2 and the 4 are going to stay the same. Lennox, what is 15/2 as an improper fraction?
15/2 as an improper fraction is 31.
Perfect, 31/2. 15 times 2 is 30, plus 1 is 31. Let me see, Jade, what about 9 3/4? What is that as an improper fraction? Jade's camera up. Perfect, Jade's back. Jade, what is 9 times 4? 36, and then what's 36 plus 3?
39.
Perfect, 39. So 9 3/4 is 39/4. Can I cross cancel anything? Yes or no? Can I cross cancel anything? Yes or no? What do we think? No, we can't cross cancel anything. 31 is not divisible by 4. 39 is not an even number. So annoyingly, we have to multiply all the way across, which I don't feel like doing. 2 times 4 is 8. We know the bottom is going to be 8. Has anybody done the top part? Lennox, what is 31 times 39?
Can you give me a little?
Clara, what did you get?
I got 1,209.
Yes, she is correct. This is when we can use our long division with our remainder to solve it. 1, 2, 0, 9, 8. I want to turn this into a mixed number. So 8 goes into 1 0 times. It goes into 12 1 time. That's 8, 4. I bring this down, I get 40. It goes into 40 5 times. That's 40. I bring this down, I get 0. It goes into 9 1 time. That's 8, and I have 1. Now that I have no more numbers, how this works, this number at the top is my new big number. My denominator stays the same, and my remainder is now the top of my fraction. So that's how we can do that. That's how we can use long division to solve. Mr. Conrad's pecan pie recipe calls for 1/3 cup of pecans. He plans to make 8 pies for his family reunion. How many cups of pecans will Mr. Conrad need? So we're doing 1 3/4 times 8. So we need to make them into fractions. She says the denominator is going to be 4. And the numerator?
The numerator is gonna
be 8.
It's not 8. It's close. It's gonna be 7. 1 times 4 is 4 plus 3 is 7.
I added instead.
David, what is 8 as a fraction?
8/1.
8 over 1. Harut, can I cross cancel anything?
4 and 8.
Yeah, they're both divisible by 4. There we go. I multiply them. I across multiply. We know I simplified. 1 times 1 is 1. 7 times 2 is 14. Anything over 1, I don't care. So I just get 14. Excellent. Let's start. Tatiana, we have to change one of these into an improper fraction. So we already have 1/2. That's already a fraction. It stays the same. What is 2 3/8 as an improper fraction, Tatiana? Perfect. She got 19 over 8. Yes. 2 times 8 is 16. Plus 3 gives us 19. And our denominator always stays the same. Tatiana, can I cross cancel anything?
Yes.
No, we can't. So we across multiply. 19 over 16. Tatiana, how many 16s fit into 19 without going over?
1.
1. And if I take away that 16 from 19, what's left? We get 3. So we get 1 3/16. Excellent. Damar, let's turn these into improper fractions. Damar, what is 1 3/4 as an improper fraction?
7 over 4.
Yeah, 7 over 4. 1 times 4 is 4, plus 3 is 7. And then what is 2 4/5 as an improper fraction?
14 over 5.
Perfect. 14 over 5. Let's see. Nick, can I cross cancel anything here?
No.
No, I can't. So we across multiply. What is 7 times 14, Nick? Perfect. We get 98. And what's 4 times 5?
20.
20. How many 20s go into 98 without going over?
4.
4 of them. And how much is that equal to?
80.
80. So we're going to take away 80 from 98. What am I left with?
18.
18. Now I get 4 and 18 20ths. I can actually simplify that more.
Divide by 2.
Yeah, I can divide by 2. I get 4 and 9 tenths. Great job, Nick. Excellent work. So let's see. Alex, let's turn these into our improper fractions. What is 1 2/3 as an improper fraction, Alex?
1 2/3 would be 5/3.
Perfect. 5/3. And what about 2 4/7?
2 4/7 would be 18/7.
Excellent. Perfect job. Jasmine, can I cross cancel anything? Are there anything divisible by the same numbers? Harry, can I cross cancel anything here?
Yes.
What can I cross cancel?
The 3 and the 9.
The 3 and the 18, yes. And they're both
I saw the
3 and 18. We divide them both by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. What is 18 divided by 3, Harry?
6.
Perfect. So then I multiply. Harry, what is 5 times 6?
30.
7 times 1 is 7. How many 7s go into 30 without going over?
4.
4. And what was 4 times 7?
28.
Perfect. So I'm going to take 28 away from my numerator. 28 away from 30. What's 30 minus 28?
2.
And then I keep my denominator the same. Excellent work. Jamal, Melanie is training for a track meet. She ran 2 1/4 miles 5 times this week. How far did she run this week? So Jamal, what is 2 1/4 as an improper fraction?
2 1/4 as an improper fraction is 1/4 I'm still trying to work that problem.
Perfect. So 9 over 4. And what about 5 as a fraction, Jamal? What's 5 as a fraction?
5 as a fraction is 5 over 1.
Excellent. Can I cross cancel anything, Jamal?
No.
Nope.
I mean, yeah. Yes, you can. Oh, sorry.
You were right the first time. So I just across multiply. 4 times 1 is 4. Jamal, what is 9 times 5?
9 times 5 is 45.
Yeah. Think about this, Jamal. How many times can 4 go into 45 without going over? 11 times. So our big number is 11. 4 times 11 is 44. So we're going to take away 44 from the top. Jamal, what is 45 minus 44?
45 is 1.
Perfect. So we get 11 and 1/4 miles that Melanie ran this week. Perfect, you guys. Your homework is page 285, numbers 1 through 9.